Hi everyone, in this video I'll show you how to draw wood texture from scratch in Adobe Photoshop like this one see in the screen. Let's get started. Before starting, I'll delete this layer and make some clarification. 1. Always draw in black and white because adding the color at the end is easier than changing the color. The second thing, also always make a new layer and fill it with 50% gray. We can fill it from changing the foreground color. I'll change the brightness value to 50% gray, or come to edit menu and choose fill, change this to 50% gray and click OK. Now let's change the name of the layer to wood, just to still organized. Now we are going to apply a bunch of filters. The first filter is filter noise. Add noise. As we see, we have 3 parameters. Amount, this is the amount of the noise. The second one is shape of the noise, if you would like it uniform like a blurred, or Gaussian, rougher, and monochrome. We will check this one because we need a black and white noise. I'll click OK. The second filter is filter render clouds. This filter takes its properties from the foreground and background color. So if we have other colors than black and white, the cloud color will change accordingly. The problem now, we covered all the noise so you don't see it. How to bring back some of the noise? We will go to edit menu, fade clouds, and give it a fade opacity of 30%, or as you like. I'll give it 30%, 37, okay. Now the third filter is filter blur motion blur. The motion blur gives this wood vertical texture. We will change the angle to 90%. We'll change the angle to 90% and choose a distance as we like. I think 23% is okay to this document. There is no formula for these numbers because it depends on the resolution and the image size of the document. Click OK. Now the third filter is filter distort wave. Now the problem is with this filter is it's an old filter, so Adobe didn't update any parameter of the thumbnail size, so everything here is a trial and error. But from my experience, the wood texture don't have any horizontal waves, just vertical waves. I'll change it like 31%, the amplitude of the wave and the wavelength. Let's click OK and see what's the result. I think, but the problem is with this highlighted area, so I'll click Command Z, Control Z in PC and apply the filter again, distort wave. I'm looking to fix this area, so I'll change the wavelength and click OK. Now it's OK. Let's add some color. We have add colors from here, hue saturation or color balance or black and white sometimes, or maybe curves, but the simplest way is to go to image, adjustment, hue saturation, or pressing Ctrl U, Command U in Mac. Now check the colorize, change to the required color. I think this is good. Add some saturation, decrease the lightness and click OK. I think the contrast is a little bit, so we will increase it. We have so many ways to add contrast in Photoshop. We could make an adjustment layer, brightness or contrast, or make it by levels, curves. I'll show you another way, is to duplicate the layer, change the blend mode to hard light. Now we don't need the color, so we will desaturate it, image, adjustment, desaturate, or pressing Command Shift U, Control Shift U in PC. Now the contrast is too much, so we will decrease it as we like. I think this is good. This is after, this is before. This is better now. We'll click both layers and press Ctrl U, Command U in Mac to merge it. Now the other filter is filter Liquify. I need to change the size of the burnt areas in the wood texture, so I'll use the blot tool, this tool, by pressing B key. Bear in mind, the much time you spend, the more realistic effect you get. Now I'll click OK. Now we have the wood texture. I can use it, but as a bonus step, we will add the grooves or the panels, vertical panels. We will make a new layer, rename it to groove, make a selection. We can draw it by brush, but the simplest way is to choose the marquee tool and make a small slice selection, fill it with foreground color, which is black, by pressing Alt Delete, Option Delete in Mac. Now we have a black bar inside this wood. How to duplicate it? We can make Ctrl J and then move it, but we will get too much layers. The easier way is to make a selection, the slice, and press Ctrl Option Shift to maintain horizontal axis, also making a duplicate to this layer. Make the panels as you like. I think we need one here and another one here. Now select, deselect. Now the panels are flat, so we are going to give it a depth by double clicking on the layer and going to getting the layer style dialog box and pressing bevel and emboss, and the main parameters are choose inner bevel and choose the highlight value as we like. The shadow slider is not important because already the bars are black, but we could play with the highlight slider to give it depth. Now we completed this wood texture. Consider subscribing to this channel, give it a thumb up and share it if you like it. And if you have any question, please let me know in the comment area. Have a nice day. Bye.